guys! Gracie Abrams has come out with the deluxe version of Good Riddance. I'm very excited that she decided to release this and on my birthday. I'm also seeing her live for the first time in less than 2 weeks. I am attending the Eras tour again later this month and she's one of the openers, and I am almost as excited to see her live as I am to see Taylor. I really do think she's one of the best songwriters. She's very much like music that I can almost always be in the mood for. It's the perfect music to just put on in the background while you're doing something else, and it just creates this whole vibe that I really love. So yeah, we have 3 songs I think to listen to today, because I do already know the song Block Me Out, and that is one of my favorite Gracie Abrams songs. I am obsessed with it. So yeah, there's 3 more songs outside of that one: Unsteady, 405, and 2 People. Really scared that she might destroy me emotionally. One thing I did want to say is that Gracie's music, I feel like for me, it always grows on me with multiple listens. Both This Is What It Feels Like and Good Riddance, those were both kind of grower albums where I knew that I liked them after one listen, but I didn't know how much I loved them until later listens. I know in my first reaction to Good Riddance, it probably seemed like there were some songs that I loved and some songs that I just wasn't sure about, because that's exactly what happened. There were some songs that I just didn't know how I felt about, but I would say that I love every song on Good Riddance now that I've listened to it more. I'm still not entirely sure about like Amelie and The Blue. Those are kind of the ones that I need to be in the mood for, but overall I think it's a beautiful album. I think she doesn't really miss with her songwriting, and I will never shut up about her. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the first track. It is called Unsteady. So I don't know if I should be listening to this on my birthday. Okay.
Hiding, I kind of feel like an island. People freak me out. I should be cool, but I panic. Out of the blue, and I end up on the ground. But it's so hard when it feels like my fault. Happens when I go dark. I'm so unsteady. It's so hard when it feels like my fault. Happens when I go dark.
I was not expecting this to have as much of a beat as it does. I was expecting it to be super just no production and very, very stripped back. So I'm a little bit taken aback, but I really like the sound of this. I think for me, I just really love all of her songs. Like, I'm probably gonna like all of these songs. That's just kind of the expectation that I have because I love her entire discography so much. As far as this goes, it sounds like she might be referring to like a panic attack or having anxiety. Very relatable the way she described it. Like, I know I should be cool and collected around people, but I end up panicking and then I blame myself for that. I definitely can relate to that. If I don't know if she's referring to a panic attack, but that's just kind of the meaning that I'm taking away from it, right? And so also saying she's unsteady. I mean, okay. Like, I knew this one would be a sad one, and it is. It is.
Words seem to cut so much deeper.
I love the sound of this.
To the bone, and I let 'em break me down. Someone pull me out right now. I'm in danger.
I really love this.
In the mirror is a stranger. Talk, but there's no sound. Violet shrinking down. And it, when I keep on so far, happens when I go dark. I'm so unsteady.
Obsessed with the flow of this song. I think it flows in a way that is just so pleasing to listen to. I do have full body chills right now. I'm not sure if I'm just cold or what, but I have chills throughout my entire body. Her songwriting is just always so good. It's always very personal, very intimate. It always sounds like a diary entry to me. It's just something I will never shut up about, how much her songs feel like a diary entry, because it really stands out. I think she has some of the most intimate, personal, in her mind refined songwriting that I've ever heard from any artist. And that's why one of the many reasons that I love her music so much. I also find her voice so calming to listen to. I also love her sound. But the lyrics are the backbone as well. This is just beautiful. It really is. Like, I really, really love the sound of this so much. It's very, very nice to listen to, just like all of her other music. The lyrics may be sad, but it has this calming element to it that all of her music does. You're listening to sad music, but you don't necessarily feel the weight of it because of how nice her voice is and how calming the sound is. I feel calm while I listen to it, and it's just beautiful. Like, her songs are just beautiful, and I love her so dearly, and I just want to shout it from the rooftops.
Lately I've been staring at the ceiling. It's a sort of funny, quiet feeling.
I don't like this.
Lately I don't know what to believe in.
I really am relating to this.
None of this is changing with the seasons.
Oh, I'm relating to the lyrics. None of this is changing like the seasons. I don't know what to believe in. It's a quiet, funny feeling staring at the ceiling. That's just really relatable to kind of where I've been at in my life lately. And she didn't have to attack me with that lyric, but I guess she decided to. Today, of all days, on my birthday, she said, I'm going to give you the gift of self-awareness. And that's fine. She called me out on my birthday. That's totally fine. I hate how much I relate to this. What is happening? Oh.
Hiding, I kind of feel like an island.
I really love
I
this.
should go home, but I'm fighting that right now.
She said, I should go home, but I'm fighting that right now, which kind of gives me the vibe of Right Now, which is one of my favorite songs that she's ever written. My favorite song on Good Riddance. And it's a song about kind of being homesick and missing home, I think, if I remember correctly. And so this is kind of sounds like it has allusions to that as well. The sense that maybe she's homesick, maybe she doesn't feel like she's home where she is, or just this theme that kind of carries throughout her music. I think she went away from home for college, so I would guess it has to do with that.
People freak me out.
Most relatable lyric on the song.
When it feels like my fault.
I love that line and that melody.
So
And she added the strings at the end as a birthday gift to me. Yes, I'm not going to shut up about the fact that it's my birthday. I loved that. I really, really loved that. The sound of it was calming but beautiful. It had this little beat behind it. It was just very flowy, and I really enjoyed that. And then obviously, like, the lyrics were just a little bit too close to home at points, but I loved it. I really did. As far as bonus tracks go, if you've seen my other videos, you might know I'm a little bit hit or miss with bonus tracks. I feel like they either are really, really good or really, really unnecessary. And as far as that song goes, I think that was really, really good. The next one is 405. I really don't know what that means, but maybe an area code.
I took the 405.
Okay, highway.
I drove 100 miles an hour to forget you.
It's good. It's good.
Through the traffic light. If I were to go tonight, I think I would regret you.
Immediately the imagery. I'm just obsessed with that whole metaphor of driving 100 miles an hour to forget someone. Instead of just telling us that you can't forget this person, she paints the picture with really specific imagery of her driving 100 miles an hour, which is probably not a great idea. She shows us the story rather than just telling us the story. This is what all great songwriting does. I think her songwriting is so underestimated and underrated. And I know a lot of people don't know about her, but people need to know about this artist.
You took the half of me that I needed, and how do you walk away so easy? It's almost like you like to let me down.
A breakup song.
The fact that I miss you around, it's getting embarrassing. I'm crying to my family.
A lot of family references on this album.
I'm harder to recognize 'cause I cut all my hair last night while you think of me barely.
That feeling of not being able to get someone off your mind, not being able to forget the relationship that you had. Meanwhile, they're just completely have forgotten about you. They're moving on with their life. That's relatable, more than I can even say. Yeah. Okay. She said, I'm calling you out on your birthday.
And how do you walk away so easy?
How do you walk away so easy? This one is more simplistic in terms of lyrics, but it's still just as relatable. Everything is very obvious in this song. I will say, after the first bit, the imagery has kind of gone away and it's just very straightforward. Like, you walked away, you left me, it's like you like to let me down. There's not really a lot of like mystery. It's just she's telling it exactly like it is, which is fine. It's just a different type of songwriting. It's very simplistic, but it's very beautiful at the same time. I really like this one too. Probably not quite as much as the first one, but I still really like it. Don't worry, I will let you know if I don't like anything, but I'm sorry, I like all of her songs.
I hate the fact that I miss you around.
Her voice is like home to me. It just is.
Tell me why, how the hell I slipped your mind. You forgot me overnight, didn't even try to hide it.
She really said, I'm coming for you.
Lost my head and appetite. Now I know it's unrequited.
You consumed my nights, like my appetite. Okay.
I took the 405. I drove 100 miles an hour to forget you.
Like driver's license vibes, I know, driving, but...
For me that I needed.
Okay, she can end this one. I get the picture. I think I get the message and I'm ready to kind of move on.
I miss you around.
Gracie Abrams reminded me of my ex on my birthday. Thank you so much, Gracie. I really like that one too. A very similar sound to the first song and kind of the entire album. This darker, I don't know, it just feels very dark. I picture like a black room while I'm listening to it. I think part of it is just the album cover, but I really like the sound of it. I do. I liked the lyrics. Well, I didn't like them, but I thought they were relatable and they were reminding me of a certain someone that I kind of wanted to forget. But the last bonus track is called Two People. I've been really excited about this one for some reason. It just is standing out to me in the title. I'm already adding it to my playlist, so that's kind of how this is going. I just have a feeling about this one. My spidey senses are tingling. Well, I actually think I saw something online about how this one is like the best one. I love the sound of this already. More than the other ones. Like, this is...
Turn around, why are you talking so slowly? Why does it feel like you don't even know me?
This one's sad too, which doesn't surprise me, but it's just like, okay.
How are you looking at me like a stranger?
Okay.
I'm a radar for every deal breaker.
What?
I loved you so hard for a time. I've tried to ration it out all my life. Don't know what to say. Two people can change. Don't think we're above. Might happen to us. We'll die anyway. Don't think we're above.
Okay, this is interesting because it started out and I thought it was just another breakup song, but now it sounds like she's actually saying we're still together, but we're not above breaking up and changing and it not working out between us. Like, we're not better than any of the other couples that have not worked out. So it's almost like the uncertainty of when you are with someone and it's really good, you really love them, it's a really healthy, happy relationship, but you still don't know if it's going to work out forever. So that's great. Like, she just straight up decided to give me so much pain. But again, I welcomed it. I sat down. No one forced me to do this. No one forced me to be here with a gun to my head and said, listen to Gracie Abrams' new deluxe tracks. This was all a choice that I made. I knew the songs would be sad. Okay, this is not news, but it's like, she really decided to do this to me. You might think bonus tracks, oh, maybe she wanted to get a little fun with it. No, she didn't want to get a little fun with it. And that's fine. I love the sound of this though. I mean, She doesn't miss. She doesn't freaking miss. Build it. I need like a explosive bridge.
Now to make sense of half of a decade.
Half of a decade.
'Cause you know everything that could kill me.
Okay.
You know every inch of my body.
What?
Loved you so hard for a time. So why am I clawing you to survive?
Ooh, a change up of the lyrics. You know I love when the artist changes the lyrics the second time they do something. The verse, the chorus, she changed it up. I thought we were gonna get the same lyrics. Because one of the standout lyrics for me was when she said, I've loved you for so long, but I've tried to ration it out over the course of my life. That was an insane lyric. It's so true. I feel like when you fall for someone really deeply, or you just really deeply love someone, it doesn't even have to be in a romantic sense. You feel like you don't want to put all your energy toward loving them, or you might end up disappointed. And so you end up feeling like you have to ration it out over time. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like if you get it, you get it. And this is for us emotional girlies over here. She writes for the emotional feelers. If you're not a feeler, you will not like Gracie's music. You will not relate to it. You will not understand it. But if you're a feeler, you get it. You get it so deeply. And it's like ingrained into you. And I just adore her for this.
You take me for granted. We'll die anyway.
I hate that. It's just nice to listen to. Like all of her music, it's just very calming and nice to listen to. I hate that.
Might have been to us.
Okay. She didn't build it, but I don't mind. I kind of like the way that her songs are structured because they don't always have this grand giant moment. Sometimes it's just very much the same throughout, but I don't mind it because it's very calming to listen to. It's perfect like background music for whatever you're doing. So I don't mind that it didn't build. I usually do like builds in songs, but I don't really need it with her music. I never really get bored listening to her music, even if it just stays in the same spot. I love that one too. I liked all of these songs. I really did. I feel like Gracie's songs, sometimes it takes me a couple listens to kind of like connect with them on a deeper level. But all of these, I pretty immediately connected to. All of the lyrics were relatable. I mean, the idea that you love the relationship you have with someone, but at any moment it could fall apart and you could grow apart is something that I think is a really beautiful idea to write a song about. It's not really something that I can think of a ton of songs with that same theme. And so Two People definitely stands out. They all kind of stand out. I would say Unsteady was probably my favorite, then Two People, and then 405. But they were all very similar to me in the sound, and they were all very calming and nice to listen to. Yeah, but like all of them had pretty depressing concepts, but that's kind of what she likes to do, and that's fine. I knew going in that I'd probably be a little bit sad after this. I just can't really get over Two People and just the idea that you can have this great relationship with a person, but you just never know what will happen in the future. And that fear can really destroy the feeling you have about that relationship. It's hard to be in the moment. It's hard to be in the present with a positive relationship because you're wondering, will this last? Will I grow apart from this person? At least if you're me, you sometimes have those anxious moments. And I'm not even thinking about in a romantic sense. I'm actually connecting it to friendships and the fact that I really attach myself to people and I'm a very loyal person, but you just never know if you're gonna grow apart. And a lot of friendships, you do end up growing apart from the person. So I'm connecting it to friendships, but it can also be basically any relationship. So yeah, anyway, I really don't know how to like sum up my thoughts on this because what a lovely way to end with that statement. But yeah, I don't know, but I'm really excited to see her live in like less than a month. I just love her so much. I really do. She is so dear to me. The more I go through and listen to her entire discography, the more that I admire her and think that everyone needs to know who she is and listen to her music. So yeah, I love you, Gracie Abrams, with every fiber of my being. Thank you so much for watching, for joining me on this painful journey once again. Feel free to like and subscribe if that's something you're interested in, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.